Company IPEC offers you to purchase thermal destruction plant. This latest equipment is designed for production of fuel and valuable materials from organic waste. Such raw materials as rubber, plastic, refinery waste make it possible to get synthetic oil, combustible gas, scrap metal or high-carbon solid residue. Suggested equipment of IPEC company operates with easily accessible raw. It can be particularly operated with worn tires. They are massively piled up at dumps, creating problems with storage and utilization and polluting the environment. Thermal destruction plant makes it possible to run economically sound and socially valuable business with low-level competition.
Эта установка имеет будущее.
This plant has a future, as it is much cheaper than foreign analogs and is produced here in Ukraine. It is very important that flexure, additives and parts are manufactured on site. Workload is also very high, as the plant is mobile. Thermal destruction plant processes rubber and plastic by the low-temperature pyrolysis method. Processing is accomplished at the temperature of 3 to 500 degrees at low pressure on the basis of catalytic process turning waste to high-quality liquid fuel. Processing of old car tires by suggested equipment enables to get the following products: liquid fuel, synthetic oil, used as fuel for boiler units, substitute for fuel oil. Possible fractional distillation enables to receive components of petrol, paraffin oil and diesel fuel. Combustible gas used for operation of equipment itself and other needs. High-carbon solid residue may be used for production of fuel bricks, pigment dye, solvent. Scrap metal. 1 ton of raw material makes 400 to 500 liters of liquid fuel, 300 to 350 kilograms of solid residue, about 100 kilograms of scrap metal.
Уникальность этой установки прежде всего заключается в том,
Uniqueness of this plant is first of all in usage of latest innovation techniques, particularly new catalysts, making this plant ecologically clean, which enables to install the plant in enclosed premises, which make its largest advantage. Secondly, in compact size of the plant, which makes it possible to use modular structure of production from 1 to 10 units. Therefore, we support this development and consider it to have a great future. Design capacity of one plant makes up to 550 tons of processed dry raw per year. Consumed electric power makes only 5 kilowatts. The plant is non-volatile. Produced pyro gas is able to provide for its operation. Equipment is explosion-proof and is not exposed to power failures. This technological process makes it possible for processing of not only solid domestic waste, but liquid waste, and doesn't require sorting or fragmentation in doing so. Liquid waste is exhaust oils, tars, oil slimes and slops. While feeding solid domestic waste, the client can actually mix it with liquid waste. This enables our clients to choose more available waste for work. All materials used for plant production underwent close inspection and comply with high standards. Fuel received as a result of processing meets the requirements of modern market. Our company has examined this fuel for a long period, and the samples presented to us time after time have shown increasingly high quality. At the present moment, the fuel produced by a thermal destruction plant can be used to improve fuel oil viscosity and also as an additive to diesel fuel in proportion 1 to 10. Thermal destruction plant also resolves an important ecological problem of mankind. As you know, plastic and rubber waste increasingly piles up at all continents and makes a threat to environment. It takes not less than 100 years to decay for car tires piled at dumps or buried in soil and discharging hazardous chemical substances. Thermal destruction plant is unique in its ecological compatibility, as hazardous emissions and waste are virtually absent in its operation. We have seen different pyrolysis plants before and took samples, but there was no ecological cleanliness whatsoever. And only when specialists of our test center took the samples from thermal destruction plant, we were surprised to see that contents of all components did not exceed any standards. This seemed unbelievable. We asked for another sampling, and after some time we were convinced of the same indicators, and not one of them exceeded any standards. IPEC company has all technical documentation for suggested equipment. They are ready to give their partners guarantees, not in words, but in practice. IPEC company guarantees functionality of both technology itself and suggested equipment. We provide for free personnel training and informational support for all our clients. Detailed information of the plant can be found on our website.